If you're wondering, Ed, why are you sitting on a freezing wall outside Gloucester Cathedral at -2 degrees? I'll tell you, because these are the things that I do for you. As you know, I won't just put any supplement in my body. So I've been invited over to Darkside Gym to meet with Adrian, the owner of Alpha Neon, to find out a bit more about the brand, why he created it, what he believes in, and also to have a real nasty training session with him. On that note, I'm fucking freezing. See you later. I'm off to train.
Good man, how are you?
Good.
But if you said to me, oh, dude, I hate that gym, and every single day I met you, let's go there. You're going to eventually go, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, mate.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Interested,
yeah, like I've told you already, I'm not Apparel. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. That's the way I feel about dogs. Like, they have their own integral personalities, and I got him when he was a year old, so he had a lot of these shitty traits in him. And luckily, I got rid of most of them. And like, he's okay, like he'll sniff a dog, but you can tell he's just like, get this fucking cunt away from me, you know what I mean?
Obviously, the brand's based on him, isn't it?
That's his face.
Yeah.
Like as stupid as it sounds, like dogs can save you sometimes, you know what I mean? Like,
mate, 100%.
When you're going like through super dark times and like everybody has them.
I mean, the amount of people that come into my shop and thought it was American as well.
Yeah. Well, the main reason is obviously I used to work for American companies.
Oh, okay.
And run them over here. So I was always tied into that. I always wanted the brand to be American.
Yeah.
Eventually one day I translate over that because the market space is so big there.
Yeah.
You know,
You only need a tiny percentage of it to do well, really.
Exactly. Yeah, like that was always, I wanted that look because I suppose at the start as well, like, you know, like there wasn't really many British brands that stood out on the shelf for me. Some of them were true, like, you know, back in the day you had Maxine Muscle, you had, I suppose there was LA Muscle to a degree, I don't know if that's still around, I think it is, and then you had like...
What's that? There was Noratine, wasn't it, was their product?
Yeah,
I remember that.
And all that shit, like, and, Noratine heavyweight one.
Yeah, I think it was,
And then you had like Pedro Max Muscle, and then I suppose Pro Lab over here for a bit. You know, you had like USN, Cymex, you know, all of those kind of brands, and I liked, you know, I think we were the first ones on labels, especially in the UK, I don't know, America, who did emboss and deboss and stuff. But I went to a totally different printer too. Like, we were first doing labels, we were getting them in South Africa. We weren't getting them here. You know what I mean? We were trying to do something slightly different. I just want my own ideology on my own. I've done this for this. I've done this for this. And the irony about it is like, I designed a thyroid product ages ago to help with a lot of people when they're coming off their cycle to get their thyroid working again. So the irony is I did a whole deep dive in like Hashimoto's, the hypothyroidism, and even my mother was with it. So I'd always been aware of how it works and, you know, all of that type of stuff. So the irony now, I have hyperthyroidism, I got a deep dive into that. So sometimes with Graves' disease, like, and it's more autoimmune, like Hashimoto's autoimmune, whereas like just having hypo can be totally different reasons. But the thing about it is like that type of stuff makes you deep dive into a totally different spectrum. And sometimes I think with Alpha, we're known for our pre-workouts. And yeah, we make cool pre-workouts, no doubt. But I wish some people would look at other stuff like our amino P4. So I think that's one of our best products. But it's one of those products that doesn't really sell that well for me. Yeah, it's got 3 products in one. So if you're on a budget, it's a fucking great thing. You're getting an amino acid, a pump product, and hydration all in one at decent levels. So not like just a speckle of a gram of citrulline or some shit like that.
One of the first things I did when I came and I just took it to beat, I went straight up and picked up the amino P. I went, have you seen this? Like how fucking good it is. But I think it's a tough one. Like for you, obviously it's different. Like your knowledge is going to be far superior to mine.
Really.
But
you only know so much. You know,
but like, obviously selling all different supplements, I see all the ingredient panels, I see the good, I see the bad, and I look at that and think, you know, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And but there'll be other people, like you say, that don't have a clue what it is or how good it works or how, like you say, 3 products in one, like the cost efficiency on it as well. Like,
I made it like it's a product that we don't make a lot of money out of. I just made it because I knew people were on a budget, and like not everybody can spend 25-30 quid on an amino and then 25-30 quid on a pump, or they spend it on it. It's not really that great. or it is okay, but like, I mean, then they spend 50 quid, go, fuck. Whereas if you're spending 37 quid or 38 quid on ours, whatever it is, I think 37.99, and then you get like 10% off, they got that product for 35 quid.
Yeah.
And they have like enough that it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Especially like it's a full EA BCA profile, so that's completely fine. The pump product's really good on it. You will get a pump off it, and the hydration is enough in there that if you want to throw in a little bit more sodium, rock and roll. But I mean, we've given you a product that I think is really, really good, and it really, I wouldn't say it irks me. I go, how the fuck is this not selling? You know, that stuff like that, it bothers me, like, where I'm like, fuck, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, and sometimes you deep dive and fucking probably go down a rabbit hole. But that's the only thing sometimes is your biggest strength can sometimes hold you back in other aspects. Like with our protein powder, like that's gone fucking gangbusters for us. And like everybody wants it back all the time. It's just, problem is, again, probably over-engineering something where if I've got 4 blend product in there, and sometimes I can get 2 of the fucking blend and the other 2 I can't get, or one's gone up in price, one's gone down. It's like trying to balance all that out to make sure we're not ripping a customer off. Bodybuilding is such a thankless sport.
Oh, it is, yeah.
You know, compared to a lot of other things. Like if you're a high-level amateur footballer, you're going to get a lot of praise. Like the community's going to know you. Like you walk out, you like walk outside there and go, "Who's Mr. Olympia?" They go, "Arnold Schwarzenegger." Yeah. Right, that's what they'll say. Like the guy competed back 1981 was the best. Yeah, Jay Cutler. Like a few people might know Ronnie Coleman just because of the zeitgeist and all the videos, but most people are. They're just not, man, and that's what people have to understand. Like, really, the individuals that the only ones who give a fuck about.
Yeah, look, it's neat. It's a niche sport.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think people like us, because we're surrounded by it daily, we take it for granted. But you go to Tesco, how many bodybuilders you see walking around the shop? You don't. Like,
I was over on business in Texas a while back and just didn't see many. I thought I'd see a load of people because I thought, you know, you've seen big guys, but I mean, they were just kind of, I suppose, like our version of rugby. Like, not rugby players, the rugby players nowadays are quite lean, but I mean, like, you know, just big fucking dudes, but they weren't like, oh, that guy, maybe they were strong as shit, but they just didn't look like what I would consider, like, you know, just fucking big. And, you know, I expected to see like 20 little, you know, Branch Warrens rocking around. Like, I'm like, it really isn't. And it's like, people have to realize how little people give a fuck. Like, if you ever ask somebody what's your ideal physique, they're like Brad Pitt, Fight Club. Do you know what I mean? Or now it's probably
Liam Hemsworth or Chris Hemsworth or something. Like, yes, they're big guys, but
they're big. Yeah. But I think that's very unattainable for the average person. Of course, and even with gear, for sure. The average person.
Well, that's,
you know what I mean?
Funny, that's the post I put out the other day. I was like, what you got to bear in mind is genetics. I was like,
yeah.
And I'm open and honest. I'm not one of these guys that says, oh, I'm not on gear.
Yeah,
I'm on gear. I use it.
Yeah.
But I'm still never going to look like them because, like, you're back to what you said. Genetic makeup doesn't allow me to. Like, it's just.
Do some bed overalls, dumbbells, or do you want to cable work?
I'll follow you, man.
Okay.
I'll follow you. I'm here. I'm in your home.
Don't let it be said. Come on, easy way. Come on now. Come on, motherfucker, let's go. Drive it up. Come on, drive it. Drive it. Come on, one more.
On a road.
Like if I was traveling, I forgot that cunt up. I literally just go to the shop, buy some Haribo's with a fucking bit of sodium and water, go drink that and get a pump. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or even I've gone to Boots, bought this rolling.
It does its job.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like
think people want to overcomplicate things nowadays.
Yeah.
But no, I do. I like L-carnitine.
Yeah.
I like methylene blue, Motsy,
Yeah.
Slew as well. I'm quite a fan of.
Yeah,
but not for the fat loss benefits, because I don't think it personally. I don't see that much difference with it.
Yeah.
But the efficiency in the benefits it has on your kidneys, the mitochondrial effects and stuff, I think it's great.
I just think with all those peptides, number one, do not mix them together. That's take a shit. Number two, don't be taking pills of any peptides. They can't really, they may work a little bit, but the problem is your stomach is pH balanced between 1.2 to 1.5. And look, don't get me wrong, if somebody knows anything out there can send me some papers, but my knowledge of a peptide, if I take a peptide, reconstitute it, shake it, it's fucked. So if it's that delicate, how the fuck is it going to get past my stomach? And even I was looking at, could you lipinize it, add a fatty acid to it, like you would lip some of vitamin C and stuff like that. It's but that wouldn't work either, because that would just strip that down. And also mixing certain ones, especially like the copper peptide, GKCU, whatever.
GKCU,
yeah, that shit. Like
the glow pen.
Yeah, but not even that. Just even mixing them together. See people doing that all together. I'm like, how?
Well, that's what.
Copper strips everything. It literally, when you reconstitute it, it's blue.
Yeah.
And then you're like, there's a chemical reaction going in there. If you put any peptides together, they have a structure. So, for instance, off the top of my head, I think BBC 157 is a 14 amino acid structure.
Yeah.
TB is 32, or it's vice versa, whatever it is. But they need to fold into themselves to be able to activate in the system. So if you dump another fucking totally different amino acid sequence, you're stopping that happening because they're different molecular weights. So I'm like, well, how can that work? Again, I could be wrong, please educate me, but from my knowledge of molecular chemistry, that's how that works. So I'm like, I would rather take all of them individually as injectable peptides. It's different with steroids and all the rest of it. They're not peptides. They're not signal ingredients. They're literally fucking hormones. So they're direct hormones. Same with SARMs. They're binding to an androgen receptor. So different kind of things. And even then, I wouldn't really mix a lot of them. Some of them can be, maybe your cardine and SR9009, stuff like that, probably because they're similar things and they have different half-lives, so that can work. But I mean, you're going into the weeds then and the nuances. But from my knowledge, again, it's not to slate anybody that has a peptide company. I love peptides. I think they're fucking great. I think they should be kept out there.
But use them properly.
Well, just educate yourself on them to a degree for yourself. Don't get me wrong, if you take a pill and you say, amazing results, great, use it. I'm not going to say don't, but I don't see how that could work. I don't know how that could get past here.
I think oral BBC 157 I get for gut health. I get it.
But even
then to an extent, how effective is it?
How?
Yeah.
How? And I've done a lot of research on some of these things because obviously I was wanting to research them for my own benefit.
Yeah.
And obviously I've used BBC 157 TV before, but again, I've taken it separately.
Yeah.
I've always mixed it in the same time. But that's just my overthinking brain. Again, if somebody has a load of information on how that peptide could get down through the stomach or a way to activate it, please educate.
And I think as well, with having them mixed in a pen as well, however you do it, you might think, well, I want a little bit more copper, I want a little bit more of that. It's the same as, when you buy these test blends and you've got test, mast and tren in one vial. Well, what if you want to up your test, but then you've also got to up your tren and your mast?
100%.
And then it's...
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Not everyone fits on. But for me, it's just with those peptides, they are so delicate.
Yeah.
They're so delicate. Even reconstituting them, if you put the fucking water in at a direct angle, you're destroying something. I'm like, but you're putting that in a fucking pill. You're shaking the shit out of it. Granted, people say, it's not reconstituted. It's reconstituted in your stomach, and you're fucking your stomach is industrial paint stripper.
Yeah.
And look at how peptides, look at how the amino acid sequences of these things work. When you're injected into the body, they reconstitute and fold in the body.
Yeah.
They fold into structures. That's how it works. I'm afraid.
My merch that I get done in the shop, to be fair, it's small numbers.
Yeah.
But I get them made thick.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, but I've seen the THICC.
Yeah, so he makes my merch.
Yeah.
But I order 10 at a time. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm ordering thousands of pounds worth.
It's a start.
But do you know what? He's so good, and the quality of his stuff's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I haven't got any t-shirts.
I haven't. Do you know what? I was going to wear one today, but I thought
But I've seen it. I've seen it like it blowing up a bit.
It's big heavyweight stuff.
Yeah.
It's similar sort of quality to
Yeah.
maybe not quite as good as yours, but not far off.
Yeah.
Like if I message him today, and I could do a whole new logo design, send it off to him by Wednesday, that'll be in my shop.
Savage.
Do you know what I mean? He's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, but you see that that makes such a difference because we're waiting months for shit.
Yeah,
like months. Like we have like 3 other people that we use just for this exact thing.
Yeah.
But it was just I wanted to do a really big launch of the camo before anyone else did it, and then fucking I see like everybody doing it, and I'm like, well, I've missed the boat now.
Young LA are all over it.
Fuck me.
Well, do you know what? That's not a bad thing, man. Like,
Yeah, but still, you're just fuck. It looks like you.
yeah, you've copied them. I get it, but
Like,
irrelevant. Look, who gives a shit?
I do. Like,
Yeah.
that shit hurts me, mate.
Yeah.
I would never blatantly copy anybody's shit. It's always like I've always like if you look at most of our logos, they're all digicam.
Yeah.
They're all based on army stuff.
Yeah.
And that's where they've all came from. So I always, once the kind of clothing started to come back in fashion, like I had seen it on a runway show, and I was like, oh, it's coming back in fashion, like, but it wasn't. It was more just the camo tops, and I was like, brilliant. Now I'll start doing it because obviously back in the day you had like muscle works doing it and stuff like that.
Yeah. Explosive fibres like a bit of camo, didn't they?
Yeah. So it was always, and even then I seen Jordan have bought it back recently. I was like, I missed the boat here totally, but hopefully it'll last for a while. Because I've always kind of loved that kind of. I like a bit of vibrant.
I think this sort of stuff, like the trees and the leaves,
Yeah.
that's only recently coming in, so I think there's plenty of time left on that.
Hopefully, yeah. Because I don't want to like be that guy.
Yeah. Do you know you see certain brands you think they're going to be fucking flying, and other brands you think that won't do so well, and then some of those brands have been the complete opposite. Like a prime example, Gas Mark 10, right?
Yeah, Rob.
I'm a big fan of Rob, and I think he's a lovely guy, and I love the brand. But the brand doesn't do well in my shop at all. But there's a shop, literally, a gym that's 5-10 miles up the road. He can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
Like, but we're local. But it's weird that he said,
Yeah.
he said, Ed, I can't get it in quick enough.
Yeah.
And yet I can get it in. It just sits on the shelves and doesn't move.
I think because like I met Rob like for the first time up at Wolf's Ups and the boys, and I met him there, and he was just like such a kind human being.
He is.
Like,
He's a lovely guy.
He really, really is, and I want the best from him because like. As I said, once I knew him, like he invited us to a gym, and obviously I looked at some of the pants. I was like, "Oh, he's pretty good." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I want to see him do well. Like I genuinely do, but I think it's either buy into him or you don't.
Yeah.
And it's like with Alpha, like a lot of people, "Oh, I know your brand. I know your brand." I was like, "Yeah, what do you use of it?" "Oh, well, I use this." They don't use my shit like a lot of the time, and it's like I can either say like people. Because I know some people talk shit about me. I think it's hilarious because I'm like,
I fucking love it. The more shit you talk about me, the happier I am.
sometimes I'm like, why you bother? Because you don't even fucking know me. But
The fact you're on their tongue is
yeah,
good
like
enough.
you must be doing well. But like the other end of the spectrum is like, well, why aren't you buying our shit?
Yeah.
Like, and obviously that's something I'm doing, and I have to take responsibility for that.
Yeah.
Because like people have their loyalty and stuff, but people will always go outside that loyalty.
Yeah.
They just will, because not every brand does everything brilliant, or they just don't have it.
Yeah.
Like it's like we don't have cream of rice. I hate cream of rice, but I'm eventually going to do it and put it in my brand. Because so many people have asked me for it, and rather than being that dickhead, oh, I hate it, and I guarantee when I get it in, I'll advertise and go, I hate cream of rice. But this mixes really well and tastes good for cream of rice.
I'm actually a cream of rice fan, to be fair. I do, purely because for me, it digests fucking brilliantly.
Yeah.
So it works well. But
It's like tasting sand.
do you know, I think when I first started making it, exactly like that, I couldn't make it right, and I cocked it. I mean, it was lumpy and horrible. And over the time, I've mastered it now.
Yeah.
And now I've mastered it, I fucking love it.
I just fucking
And
have all.
yeah, I mean, I like oats. I have both, to be fair. But and funny enough, I use Rob's cream of rice because I think it actually does mix the best.
Yeah, I heard it's really good, but
But,
I just can't get over the. I just can't get over it, man. I just don't like it. Like
Some of it is shit, in fairness. Like some brown, I don't know what they put in it,
Yeah.
but it's gritty. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are you adding to
Like
it?
I've made it okay, like a kind of soup.
Yeah.
That's the best I've ever got. And like if I'm stuck,
Yeah.
like if I know what it is, like and I want a simple carb to go train on, I'll mix it with my protein shake and drink it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I've got it in. It's handy as fuck with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me to sit there and enjoy that like 4 times a day, like some people, I'd rather punch myself in the day. Sure, 10 shows, and you bought 2 clients in the whole time. Like, I see, this is the thing. Like, people don't realize. Like, James, like last day, is nearly 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature.
Like he's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and people don't realize how big he is, especially that way. His thickness is, he's like a Belgian blue bull, and when he's pumped up at all, mate, like that's why when like when people go, oh, he's not as mate. That guy since he's won a pro show last, he's gained 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's like 15 pounds on a frame that big is fucking monstrous, because he's not gaining 15 pounds fat. He's gaining 15 pounds muscle.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you don't understand that. And like, you know,
I remember when I saw him at King's, and it's the first time I'd seen him in person. You see people online, you're like they're big, and I saw him in person, and I was like, fuck.
I think as well that because he's deceptive, because he's not massively this super wide. He's wide, but then he wears baggy.
He's thick this way.
Yeah, dude, like he's so big. He's just, it's like it's muscle stacked on top of muscle, and it's still pretty looking physique.
Yeah.
Like when they go, he doesn't have abs or something. Like, mate, when he controls everything, dude, I'm like, I've been in that pose. Yeah. His legs are like two Belgian blue bulls. Yeah. His waist looks tiny, and his fucking chest like rival Samson's when it's full. You just don't realize that, and it's like there's levels. I get this, but what's separating those guys is so minuscule. You have no idea, and then you're saying this guy's shit. I'm like, mate, shut the fuck up. So like all of those, like, you know.
But these keyboard warriors that are saying they look shit.
But even the like these guys, like these bodybuilding channels just slating people. I'm like, mate, you're nobody.
Yeah.
Like at least like people say, oh, Nick's strength and power, oh, he's too respected. It's not, mate. It's because he's never achieved anything on stage.
Yeah.
Like it's like this with Sam Sulek. Look, if somebody goes, Sam, a good bodybuilder, great bodybuilder. Will he do anything in the Ireland Classic? Fuck no, he should be last.
Yeah.
Not even last, but he's like, if he makes top 10, I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
I just don't think he has a shape. I think as an open bodybuilder, I think he'd be really good. But he doesn't have the structure, I don't think, for Classic. But that's my opinion. Yeah. But do I think he's a great bodybuilder, and do I think he's good for the sport? 100%. Do I think he's a nice guy? Seems like a lovely guy.
He seems very humble.
Exactly.
I think the same. And again, I'm not knocking him. I think Sam looks great. But and the same. I think his proportions are built more for open than for Classic. Yeah. However, he doesn't have the size for open yet. Yeah, so he's going into Classic. Yeah. But maybe if he took a couple of years out and then went into open,
maybe
very
he just keep doing it until he develops out of the Classic. But he doesn't have a Classic physique, in my opinion. Like, but that's not slating him and saying he's bad physique. I think he's a great physique. He's got a way better physique than I ever had. So fair fuck, and he's a pro bodybuilder. So I don't have the right to judge him in that. But you know, somebody asked me last day, oh, how will he do in the Ireland Classic? I was like, I think he'll be outside the top 10.
Yeah.
And I said, if he's inside it,
because there's only 10 on stage.
Yeah, or a few of them are out of condition. But I've never seen Classic guys out of condition.
They don't get out.
They don't, because they're trying to make weight, most of them. Yeah. And it's like, do I think he'll do well? I think he's great for the bodybuilding, but I think that'll hurt his brand, because all these guys go, oh, you should have won. No, he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like when people say Chris Bumstead should have won, yeah, but I personally feel that Mike bet him that last year.
Yeah.
I think he did. You know,
I think it's a tough one, isn't it? Because these guys, because they're so prominent, they get a little bit of clout behind them because of who they are in the industry in terms of their marketing and their personal brand. Yeah. So that gives them a few extra points because of that. But
don't get me wrong, I think like Chris Bumstead, like you can see why he.
Oh yeah.
You know, but I think like people didn't realise how much Mike. When I seen Mike's physique, I was like, "Fuck, he's beating." He is beating him and supposed, and I think that whole thing online of slating the fuck out of him about his height and shit. I'm like, yeah, maybe he wasn't, but are you telling me all of those other bodybuilders, like some of them bodybuilders, have gained 1.5 inches allegedly since they started competing? So it's like, dude, like, why are you highlighting just one guy? And the same with Derek. Like, look, I don't know Derek personally. I think he's a really good physique, and I think you could see the argument of why he won the Olympia.
Yeah.
Do I think Andrew Jack can beat him? Yeah, 100%. Do I think if Samson come back, do I think Hattie beat him? No, because he's a lot more glaring weaknesses, like his leg and everything else. But do I think Hattie's great bodybuilder? Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I saw a video this morning, just before I was coming here, of Samson. I looked at him, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, he's huge. But
he's the biggest he's ever been now.
And
but
I do worry about, like, at what cost? You're in your 40s.
Yeah.
You're in your 40s and you're pushing it to a level. Like, don't get me wrong, I saw him in the videos because he came up last day.
I mean, I've never seen him in person, so I don't know. But
he is, again, kind of baggier clothes, can't really see, but then you see a bit of his leg and you're like, holy fuck, he's just so big. But I mean, it's mass with class. Like, his symmetry is there. Like, he's clavicularly massively wide, everything's thick, and he's a super nice guy. Yeah. And like, do I think, he made a mistake at the thing? No, I don't think he made a mistake, because he tried something the judges told him. They said, come in better condition, and he did that. But it just didn't suit his physique. So, do I think he could come back and win it? Yeah. And do I think Hattie could win it? Yeah, of course, because if Derek slips,
I think at that level,
it's the first time in the Olympia that like 5 guys can genuinely win it. That top 5, like, I think Martin doesn't have the separation to do it yet, but I think in a couple of years when he gets that muscle maturity, but that's what I mean. I think once he gets that muscle maturity, because if you look at like Bumstead when he first won to when he last won, the muscle maturity was phenomenal. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Bumstead shouldn't have won that, but I think Mike could have bet him, but I don't think he would have bet him like ever. But like Bumstead did so much for bodybuilding, it's great, and I think Sam has done the same. You know what I mean?
The same. Don't forget, Sam Sheehan's like 22.
Yeah.
Like,
But this is it.
and look how good he looks at that age. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Oh, for sure. I think when he hits his late 20s, early 30s, he'll if he carries on in the trajectory he's going, he'll be almost unbeatable. But yeah, but he's got to go there because you put him on Men's Open now.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I don't see why he bothered.
Yeah.
I don't see why he bothered.
Take the time out.
Yeah, like dude, you're 22, bro. Imagine having a physique like that at 22. I'd kill for that.
Yeah,
and that's the thing is when I said that to somebody, go, oh, do you not like him? I love Sam Sulek.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch 4 hours of his videos,
Yeah.
but I think he's great for the sport. He's bringing a new generation on. And I know there's a caveat of, oh, kids take his steroids. Yeah, but they're going to do it anyways. It's the education. Your parents should be raising you, not Sam Sulek.
Yeah.
And I think Sam is great for the sport. He seems like a really humble guy, but I do think he's more placed for the Open. And I said that to Kid. He goes, oh, well, that'd take time. I go, yeah. But like, how many guys back in the day would turn NPC pro and then would take 2 years off and come back? I think if Sam won his pro card, took 2 years off and hit the stage at 24, 25, I think he'd be placing like top 6 in a lot of those smaller shows to start off with. Because he has that tendency to be big. I just don't, like, look, I could be totally wrong. He could walk on stage there and kill it.